game. On the other side, you got the Kaya and the Teros. We haven't seen that one before. Just kidding. It's very much so hyper super meta. This is exactly what you want to pick if you want your best chances to move forward in the bracket here. And the blue team will be sporting their version of it versus this Nash and the Kaya, which, I mean, as much as I talk about, you know, the Teros and Kaya, it's still very, very close. We see Sgrape getting sent off stage there by Delta, and Rayzox has been really good at following up these end lights with side airs, getting the most amount of damage possible. You see the Teros playing point, Kaya looking to play that supportive role. The recovery comes in and it trades out. You do not have time to go for a double D-light read, especially when your teammate is right there able to punish it. You have to kind of pull your punches a little bit. But that side stick does catch Delta. Delta getting sent very far off stage. GC side stick comes out, doesn't KO off the wall. We see a little bit of an attempt to save the teammate, but the GC D-light a little too long of an animation to save your teammate, and we go to a very even game here.
Yes, exactly like we called at the beginning. So far, so good. Very ooh, great catch up top. Not enough force to go ahead and get the knockout on Rayzox, but that is going to send Sgrape out here. Do love seeing the Nash representation. I didn't get to say at the beginning, very viable legend, you know, obviously with the hammer being the way it is. We saw some Cassidy last week in ones. It's nice to see some Nash here in twos. Oh, okay, Sidelight's gonna go ahead and send Rayzox off the stage. xJcoolJ there to clean it up. Great signature. See if they can get the pressure on Delta. Going down, weapon throw out. The Pogo's gonna whiff. Misses the recovery as well. Delta was trying to find his way back up on stage. He still may have it, and yes, feet firmly on the ground on Miami Dome.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really, really good to avoid that very extended edge guard sequence for the red team. They waste all of their 2v1 potential trying to catch him with a pogo, and even if that hits, it doesn't really lead to much as your teammate's ready to assist you there. We see a weapon throw away from Sgrape there, who's looking to pick up a potential spear. xJcoolJ also losing his weapon, and the side stick comes in from Delta, and that KOs coast to coast very, very early. That Teros side stick is scary in ones, but even more so in twos, where it really is a true jump scare. The chase dodge upwards into the recovery. Kaya finding that one. Rayzox is able to get it there. That was incredible how far he was able to chase upwards. Shades of how SEA was closed out on Friday.
Yeah, that was a great conversion. Got them a juicy lead here. Sgrape going to send Delta all the way down. Weapon throw out. Delta's going to have the options to get back over safely onto the wall. Back up with that Teros axe. Oh, that's going to send him up and out of here, though. He is on his final stock.
Rayzox is moving right now, though, on the spear.
I mean, that Kaya speed, that Kaya defense, holding him in here, holding on to that second stock, the healthiest on the map right now. Ooh, the
that was so cool. Oh, what a save from his teammate.
Oh, bro. Good, nice recovery from Rayzox, getting himself back up on stage. Ooh, high conversion from xJcoolJ. That's going to send him down on his final.
Delta playing so elusively here, but also finding his opportunities to get his hits in. The Nair comes out. It doesn't KO, and both the red team members stuck off stage. The weapon finally spawns in, and the breakdance catches an attempt to get back to center stage, and the blue team look all but too powerful in that position. Delta and Rayzox are able to close out that game, and I just want to say Rayzox, 481 damage, but his presence was definitely felt in that game. He was able to do so much on that spear, and I think we saw, 52% of the time equipped, 328 damage. Delta only 214 taken, the biggest damage to Delta taken disparity we see so far. Rayzox's spear looks so crazy, and we talk a lot about the Teros Kaya. Kaya's the very defensive and the very supportive role, and in opportunities where you see Delta getting swarmed or not able to get hits in, we saw Rayzox. He's just dash jumping everywhere, throwing out the active hitboxes, spear nair, spear end light, looking for follow-ups, looking for a way to kind of split the red team apart, and that's exactly what he was doing, and he did his job very, very well. That looked very, very confident from the blue team. We'll see if the red team could make a response here. They're going to have to rebuttal in a big way as we go into game number 2 back on Miami Dome.
All right, here we go. But we definitely called it was a very, very close game number 1. You know, they were on their final stocks. They were pretty healthy on final. Oh, wait, the absolute just juggle, almost getting a very early conversion on Sgrape there, and he is getting absolutely beat up over here on the left side of the stage. The Sarah is going to get done. xJcoolJ, though, with a nice reversal. Can he get back up on stage? He's Sarahing his way back up there. He does get it. Sweat beats out twice during that.
Very, very crucial. xJcoolJ getting a nice scoop there with the side stick, but it gets interrupted by Delta. Another side stick doesn't connect, and Delta with a nice little extension. The recovery comes up, and the juggle states have been very important for both teams that have the spear. Recovery comes in. Nice dodge from Delta. Okay,
The nice little Sarah tap. Great job to go ahead and make sure it converted. Ooh. xJcoolJ interrupted his teammate there, but they're going to send it up. He goes up unarmed. Cannot find Rayzox up there. Delta coming back unarmed as well with the recovery. Can he get a weapon drop? No, he's going to get sent up and out. Delta finally has a hammer in.
Yeah, the hammer's been so confident from Delta. The end light comes in there. It doesn't connect onto Sgrape, but we see him slide charge Ensig into the stage. He's trying to find a very early KO onto Sgrape. Early in the sense, it's on Nash, who has high defense, but he's looking at the sunset of his stock. He has to play so smart. The blue team with some team damage there, scooping. No score, though. A side stick comes out. Sgrape trying to find the D-Light there on the side light from xJcoolJ. He doesn't get the conversion, and Delta punishes him for it. The end light, and the Nair from his own teammate has to disarm him to save his stock. xJcoolJ going high with the recovery. It KOs off the top, and the red team somehow able to seize a slight lead here as Rayzox gets caught off the top as well. And the red team fighting right back. The rebuttal that I was asking for, they presented here. And they have very fragile stock on Sgrape. xJcoolJ in the orange as well. We see the KO come out, and they still have this extra stock on xJcoolJ, and xJcoolJ knows that. He's holding on to this wall as much as possible. He doesn't want to give anything for free.
They say Sgrape was holding on to that stock. He was at 230 damage before he finally got sent up and out of here. Ooh, gonna slide in with the Wasp Machine. It is gonna go ahead and connect. Pogo, oh, that's gonna send xJcoolJ way down. That is gonna put him on his final stock, although he is the healthiest on the map right now. See if he can get a weapon drop he's looking for. He goes down with the ground pound unarmed, gets caught with a Nair coming back up.
Oh.
Ooh, Sgrape, one more Nair on Rayzox, could do it. He can't find it though. Delta sends him up. The D-Light's gonna hit xJcoolJ. The Dare is gonna whiff. That's gonna send Rayzox out of here, and he is out of game number 2.
Yeah, quite a difficult clutch. If you're gonna find one here, you're gonna have to find the KO onto xJcoolJ. But you don't find it there. The GC side sticks get punished with a full extension. GC D-Light into the recovery, into the side air to close out that game. Very, very clean stuff from the red team. And we were saying it was going to be a close set. After that first game, I wasn't so sure, but the red team definitely showing they have what it takes to win, especially on a stage like Miami Dome. And the blue team batted away immediately. We're going to Demon Island, Small Fortress. We go to Small Fortress for this game number 3. An immediate change of venue. Yeah. The blue team trying to seize their lead once again in the set, but it looked quite difficult to do that. You see the 9 strength on the side of Delta. He's definitely playing to find those KOs and find that damage build, but when you get KO'd very, very early there, it becomes very difficult to find those early Taros KOs. We get into game number 3, though, here on Small Fortress of Lions.
All right, especially when you're swinging at Akaya, all that defense makes her very difficult to knock out. Ooh, Sgrape kind of going over the side with that signature there, getting caught in the path of Rayzox. All right, we're going to dance down here neutral. Rayzox playing the neutral light. Okay, ooh, caught them both up there, just going for more, but xJcoolJ caught the landing. Delta there to shut it down, though.
Nice little extension there from Delta, who's kind of playing around Rayzox, who's playing very parry, if you will. He's avoiding a lot of these hits, getting a hit of his own. The recovery comes in. Sgrape avoiding that Delta, and we see Rayzox even dipping off stage to help Delta get back, giving him some room and a potential chase dodge there. The end light into the down air on Rayzox. He finds his mark, but it just gives him some time for a 2v1. They don't try to go off stage versus him. Both of the Kaya players go for a side stick on the other side. Delta getting a side air onto Sgrape. And now this 2v1 becomes very difficult. xJcoolJ having to go for the side air there. He tries to flip it, but Sgrape actually gets it onto Delta as he tunnel visions on this KO. And xJcoolJ somehow still holding onto a stock. A bastion of hope for this red team in this game as they take a stock lead. Somehow xJcoolJ still holding on, getting the Nair there, the reversal. He sends himself right back off stage too. He is holding on to his stock right now.
This is exactly what he did in the last game. I mean, there's 226 damage. Oh, he got interrupted. He did not get set off on that. 229. Oh my goodness. How is he still not knocked out?
An end light to punish that GC down light. We're seeing xJcoolJ finally getting KO'd with a down light there from Delta, but he held onto his stock so much, and it forced the blue team to put themselves in a really bad spot. They kept getting reversaled trying to get that stock. I mean, it's a really, really great active strategy to hold on to that stock as much as possible. D-Light into N-Sig doesn't connect. A weapon toss sends Delta low, but he's able to get back even with the sweat beads. A side air catches off the top. The GC down Sig to find the jump off the wall, and the red team with a big lead. They have a stock extra on both of the players. We see Sgrape getting a full extension there into the recovery, into the side light from xJcoolJ, who is happy to hold on to this lead as much as possible. You saw how hard it is for them to take it in that first game, but that recovery is able to close out that stock. No! Sgrape makes it back somehow.
He went down there unarmed, was looking for the knockout. Okay, we have a hammer in hand again. Oh, I like the swap. Sgrape coming back, playing support. xJcoolJ going immediately up there to get the edge guard in. Oh, and he caught him again with the cleanup from Sgrape.
Okay.
That's it. That's
the
it,
ground
bro.
pound.
That's it. 4 a stock, a dub of 4. xJcoolJ and Sgrape. That's going to give them the slight advantage going into game number 4. As Sgrape, 600 damage coming off of that Nash.
396 damage dealt on the hammer alone. with only 161 taken. He was playing flawlessly on that. xJcoolJ on the other side of things taking the majority of the damage for the red team, but still positive on the spear. He took a lot of damage on the bow, but he's happy to do so if your teammate's doing 600 damage. Bro. I mean, that's crazy. 7 signatures, 71% accuracy, and a 50% accuracy on 48 light attacks means the Nash is doing too much damage.
Yeah, and I really think that if you are blue team, you kind of need to look at that. I know they don't have the stats right in front of them per se, but you have to shut down Sgrape. You have to do something because you're allowing him, one, to tank out those stocks forever, and two, you let him put 600 damage against you. You've got to try and find a way to neutralize him.
I have to 100% agree with that. Neutralization is the name of the game versus Sgrape, but see a side light into NSIG attempt. Rayzox is able to get a reversal on xJcoolJ, trying to go deep with that side air. He doesn't get that ground pound, which is very important. The side air sends xJcoolJ off stage again, but the blue team haven't been taking the bait as much. Slide charge, NSIG comes out, xJcoolJ reversals with a side air, and a gamble like that in a game like this is quite a risky one. It doesn't pay off. Sgrape getting a side air there. Weapon toss, picks up his weapon. Rayzox in a really bad spot, goes for the down air there, but ends up on the stage. The NSIG doesn't KO. That NSIG won't either. Nakaya's signature is struggling to KO off the top on this very high ceiling. The downsig does connect. A side air from Sgrape trades it out. It doesn't even KO xJcoolJ, who once again in that similar stock tank roll. We see the nair there into the down air, the pogo. Sgrape able to make it back in Delta. Once again, very lucky he didn't find a way to lose his stock there. You have to be so careful versus xJcoolJ, who is playing so hard to get off stage.
It's crazy how quick that ground pound from Bo could come out off the side of the stage. Catch you a little off guard. Okay, big scoop. That's going to go ahead and confirm, and Sgrape is not going to have a route to get back up either. That is going to go ahead and tie up the stocks, and with only 89 damage against Delta and 15 against Rayzox, this is a pretty good position if you are blue team right now.
Yeah, they definitely want to see some sort of momentum here. They find a lot of success in juggling Sgrape, for example. But as I say that, Rayzox loses his stock. He falls off stage in a very unfortunate way, and Delta loses his stock with the down sig. And as they had some hope, it now seems to melt away as Rayzox in that 2v1 off stage has to recover high, gets hit with a nair into the recovery. We see another recovery from xJcoolJ. Rayzox just hoping to hold on to the stock somehow, and it all falls apart like some dominoes, man. It's the first block that closes it out, and it's just so difficult when you're down this much, but they're looking to fight back there onto Delta. They get a little bit of damage there, but it's looking so tough right now.
Absolutely. As they go back and forth here, Delta and Rayzox trying to keep things alive on the winner's side because they have to get this done right here, right now. That's going to send Delta out. He is out of the game, and I think he is off a winner's side as well as Rayzox. 1 stock to 4. Can he get a miracle? No. He's going to get sat here by Sgrape. We see the heart emote come out, and that is going to send them down to a limb side.
That is going to be a very dominant last 2 games there. We saw, Delta and Rayzox play really, really solidly. I was like, okay, it's going to be a clear 3-0. But once the red team won that game number 2, a 4 stock in game number 3, and in a very, very unfortunate